the small remote town of G-Bay, North Dakota, the late October chill signaled the onset of the Halloween season. It was 1924, and the townsfolk were abuzz with excitement, preparing for the 75th anniversary of their Halloween Harvest Festival. Volunteers adorned the town with festive decorations. Children scurried about helping wherever they could, their laughter ringing through the crisp autumn air. Local shopkeepers all contributed to the preparations with fervor. Even the usually reserved librarian was seen hanging paper mats in the windows. Everett Sterling, the pompous mayor, oversaw the preparations with a boisterous presence. Everett took great pride in the festival, considering it his crowning achievement as mayor. Observing all this was Edmund Algernon, historian and college professor. Despite being perceived as a kook, Algernon was learned and had extensive knowledge of G-Bay's history. By his side was Emmeline Olson, his favorite student. Her intelligence and dedication set her apart. Emmeline turned to Algernon. "Professor, how did our festival become such a big Halloween event?" Algernon smiled. It's quite the tale, Emmeline. It started way back in 1849 as a simple harvest celebration, but it was the later arrival of the Celts that began to change things. Really? Emmeline asked with interest. They brought traditions that marked the end of harvest and the beginning of winter. They believed the veil between our world and the supernatural was at its thinnest. These customs merged with our own harvest celebration and evolved into this Halloween festival. Emmeline nodded. "That's fascinating. The decorations, costumes, all from those traditions?" "Exactly," Algernon replied. "The jack-o'-lanterns, for instance, were originally made from turnips. It wasn't until they arrived here that pumpkins became preferred. They all have roots in those old Celtic practices." The conversation was interrupted by Mayor Sterling pushing a wheeled wooden. On the cart sat a glass case containing an antique porcelain doll. The doll appeared ancient and unrelenting, with eyes that seemed to follow anyone who looked at it. As Professor Algernon saw the doll, his face turned ashen. "Mayor Sterling, you must get rid of it," he exclaimed. "It will destroy us all." The mayor chuckled. "Oh, Algernon, you and your tales. This doll is a marvelous decoration I found in the cellar of Town Hall. It's perfect." Nearby folk watched the exchange, shaking their heads at Algernon's outburst. The professor's reputation as a kook was reinforced. Only Emmeline remained steadfast, concern on her face. Only Emmeline remained steadfast, concern on her face. "Please, Mayor," Algernon pleaded, "you don't understand." Sterling laughed and boomed. "Nonsense, Edmund." Emmeline grabbed Algernon's arm. "Come on, Professor, let's go to your office." With a final glance, Algernon allowed Emmeline to lead him away. "We have to get rid of it," he muttered angrily. Sterling laughed and boomed. "Nonsense, Edmund." Emmeline grabbed Algernon's arm. "Come on, Professor, let's go to your office." With a final glance, Algernon allowed Emmeline to lead him away. "We have to get rid of it," he muttered angrily.